Now, how has VCT fundraising been in this challenging environment? I'm going to ask that first question to Ian.
Thanks, Annabel. Well, I think there have been some headlines recently about fundraising for VCTs being down year on year, but you need to remember that we've just had two fantastic boom years for fundraising in VCTs. They've been tremendously popular. So I think down a bit from that would still qualify as a good year. But we expect the end of the tax year, which is the most important fundraising period, to remain robust for VCTs. And we are finding that across the country, there's still a great deal of interest in VCTs, not just because of the tax reliefs, but the exposure to UK growth companies. People have found some of the pension changes in recent years perplexing, and VCTs might be one way for them to manage their way through that. And of course, we recently had the renewing of the lifetime of the VCT and EIS rules instead of with the sunset clause being extended by another 10 years. So that we think's provided quite a solid bedrock of confidence for the sector going forward into the end of the tax year.
Thanks, Ian. Yeah, that's really encouraging. We now have it confirmed that the VCTs are going to continue till 2035, and those upfront tax reliefs will be in place until then. Very reassuring for investors. Andrew, how are you finding the fundraising environment?
Well, like Ian said, this investment products are driven by the attractiveness of the tax reliefs, and I've seen quotes in the press that mention the average UK household has the highest tax burden since the 60s. I think some even say that World War II. So it makes these products more attractive than usual, and that probably is why we've seen the high years of 2022, 2023. In our personal experience, the Foresight VCTs, despite the market, I've seen some stats saying might be down 25% as at middle of December. Our funds were maybe bucking that trend. And there's an indicator. We've got the Foresight Technology VCT strategy is quite young in the market. The generalist VCTs have been around a long time, but gradually performing better and better. And maybe that's why inflows have been pretty strong, which is really encouraging.
Well, that is good news. It's seeing lots of demand. Nic, how's it going for you?
Yeah, a bit like Andrew, we're quite a new VCT, still very much growing, and we are a little up actually from last year so far, and seeing a lot of interest whenever we go out talking to potential investors and financial advisors. There's always very strong interest in what we're doing and in VCTs in general. So following two record years, is it going to be quite so good? Don't know, but it's still looking very very strong and positive.